Hi everyone, I'm Frank also with Reliant Pest Management. I'm here to show you another video on the Stihl sr200 mosquito mister. This one's going to be over how to clear a clog out of the system. In most cases when this occurs, it's usually because you've had some sort of algae buildup or your product has congealed into a more solid state. Most cases it's a pretty easy, quick, simple fix that can be done in the field, but if necessary can be taken back to the shop to take care of. You do not want to do this on the back of your truck. You want to be out in the grass or over an applicable area because you will more than likely have some product in your tank still, and you're going to be trying to flush the system. So try to be safe and legal out there. So there's two easy methods. One, if you've got a 50-gallon spray rig or some large spray rig on your truck, that can allow you to apply or to pull out the hose and put water through the system using a gun similar to this one. The other method is going to be, I need gloves. Mind you, all of this is clean, but when you're working out in the field or you're working on any piece of equipment that has been in contact with some sort of product, you should definitely glove up. All right, let's go. So, best bet, most cases, is try to clear the clog from the bottom up. If you can clear that clog, that can solve the problem in most cases. So, to do that, what you'll need to do is take your mister, again, while it's outside. Pull out the cord, or pull out the, once you have it on the grass, come down to the end of your hose. You're going to want to pull off the selector knob. It's pretty simple, easy, quick. Just take it, put some backwards pressure, and pull and twist. And it comes right off. Now, ours have been modified to have a ball valve in them. It's a quarter-turn ball valve to allow us to cut off the water here. Yours might not have that. If it doesn't, I suggest at least installing one just to make things like repairs like this easy. Because if that breaks off, you need to repair this. You can cut the water here off, cut the water here off, and you've got no drip. Once you have your selector knob pulled out, if you have the 50-gallon spray rig, you're going to take your gun while it's attached, take off the nozzle so that you have the threads and your little spiky bit on the end there. Take it, put it in the end, wrap your hand around it to make somewhat of a seal, and pull the trigger. Now, you're going to get some splashback. Our rigs only have water in the tank. If you have product in your tanks, then I would suggest face shield for splashback. If you have longer gloves, might be a better option because this method will possibly splash you. Now, if you have this closed off and you're just trying to clear a clog here, then applying directly into this, you're definitely going to have splashback. So my suggestion is have it open, and then apply directly into here. That way, some of the pressure can bleed off back into the tank. And if there's any issues as far as a clog in the line, algae in the line, or algae in the tank that might be causing the issue as well, you can clear multiple clogs at the same time. But take it, make a seal with your hand, or take another rubber glove, wrap it around it, and then apply pressure. That's going to hopefully flush out the hose, but oftentimes if you've had a clog in the tank, a piece of algae has floated down to the end, or a piece of product has floated down to the end, that will allow the water to escape from here as well, and hopefully force the algae out. You might need to pick it out with your fingers, but it's pretty quick, simple, easy. Now, for those of you who do not have one of the 50-gallon spray rigs on your trucks, or if that's just not a method you have to apply your regular product or water into your regular tank, if you have a flow zone backpack or some other type of pressurized application method, You can take same kind of idea, the wand, and stick it into the end. Same thing. Make a seal and apply pressure. It's not going to be as strong, but it should still be able to clear the clog. Now, the other method, if that's cleared your clog, but the clog comes back, it continues to be an issue, you might have a piece of algae somewhere in your line, and your best bet in that case is to go in the opposite direction. So go into your tank, pull out your strainer basket, and you'll see down here at the bottom, there's 3 holes. One is attached to your breather tube. Or, I'm sorry, one's attached to a breather tube that's attached to the breather collar. The middle one, I'm not too certain about. I think it's just empty. I think some of the Stihl sr200 series might have like multiple hoses. I'm not entirely certain. There's not a hole there in the middle. And then there's a hole on the far right-hand side if you're looking at this from the back, or if you're looking at it, from the back, or if you're looking at it from the front, it's on the far left-hand side. You look down, that tube goes down, follows along here, comes out this direction. So again, have it set to spray, have that wide open. I would suggest pulling out this in this process just because it'll be more easily blown out from the top versus blowing out from the smaller hoses on the inside of that. And either, again, now in this method, you'll want to have your nozzle, your pin stream or your fan nozzle reattached, and take it, put it back down in there, and then again, watch out, face shield, long gloves, because this can splash. Cover the best you can, maybe take your lid and cover a little bit, just so you're kind of protecting yourself, and do your best to apply pressure or apply water through the hose to flush out that clog. Same method with the flow zone backpack or any other sort of pressurized backpack applicator. I would suggest not trying this with a pump backpack just because you're not going to get enough pressure behind it. But the flow zone, being that it's battery powered, can allow a lot of water to flow. Not a lot of water, but a lot of pressure to build up and push out any sort of clogs. So that's the quick tutorial video on how to clear the clog out of the hose. I hope y'all found that informative, and if you have any issues, leave a comment down below.